Hello, everyone. I'm Baisha Lewis, and today I'm joined by Avery Jiggers, our Senior Director of Content Marketing here at Nielsen, to share some exciting news. Our Upfronts Newfronts guide just launched, and this guide has all the data and insights that you need to navigate the shifting media landscape. And Avery, I know this is our first time launching the Upfronts Newfronts guide, so I do want to ask you, what inspired this guide and what value does it bring to buyers and sellers?
Yeah, thanks, Facial. So every year, the media industry, at least in the US, they come back from the holidays and CES to focus on new fronts and upfronts planning.
Yep.
That means agencies are gathering the latest audience and programming data and trends to start building their recommendations. That means the advertisers are preparing to evaluate media plans and budgets. And platforms are honing their inventory pricing strategies and their distribution strategies. So Nielsen has all that data and analysis that everybody is looking for right now, and we wanted to share it, especially because of how complicated this Upfronts Newfronts season almost promises to be. We got CTV adoption that is growing like crazy. It's an election year. We got the Olympics. There was a SAG, WGA strike. How will that impact, the amount of original content? That there's a lot happening. So we wanted to equip advertisers, agencies, and platforms with all of this information they need to understand and navigate it. And we created this guide to make it easy for everyone to scan the information, zero in on the analysis that they care about, screenshot it, drop it into your decks. We know that's what y'all are doing, so we're going to make it easy for you. And it's not just this 32-page data dump. We have worked with our in-house product and analytics teams to develop tactical recommendations for what you should do with all of this information, including how even at the planning stage, you can already be honing your measurement strategies and shoring up ROI.
Absolutely, Avery. And I agree with you. It is not just a data dump. There are recommendations in here. And I've read the report, and I know that there are 3 paradigm shifts that are critical to shaping the New Year's Upfronts, Newfronts planning. And without giving away too much, can you talk about one of your favorite paradigm shifts just for the viewers at home?
So one thing that I was particularly surprised by was just how much different audience segments engage with these new and different channels. For example, there's this generally agreed upon sentiment that older viewers watch more TV than the rest of the population. And our data does show that that is true for linear TV, but there's a very different story happening for CTV, especially when you look across diverse audiences. So understanding the uniqueness of today's audiences is going to be critical to tapping into TV via CTV's increasing personalization potential, especially with cookies going away. Succeeding will be down to striking that balance between contextual targeting, advanced targeting, and personalized advertising. And all of that hinges on having comprehensive data that you can trust.
Yeah, and what you said about understanding audiences' unique behavior, I want to hone in on that because there are a lot of stats in here about audience behavior that I think will be very helpful for advertisers, agencies, and publishers. Can you talk about one of your favorite stats from the guide?
Oh, I mean, again, 32 pages, there's a lot of good stuff. But to stay on the same topic, I did love seeing the data that solidifies a trend that I experience myself as a viewer, even anecdotally. So even though I've spent a ton of time listening to podcasts, I spend too much time probably watching TikToks.
You put it acquired.
Yeah, I know you share that with me, Baishal. TV is still very much a part of my everyday life, and it is for most everybody else too, at least in the US. TV reaches 90% of the US population in some form every single week. And this recent rise in CTV reach is actually helping expand the amount of time audiences are spending with TV. So I think a clear takeaway here is that TV is just as relevant now as it's ever been, and it is still a vital piece to the marketing mix. The trick is going to be capitalizing on its full funnel capabilities.
Yes, thank you so much, Avery, for that. And honestly, thank you for this entire conversation. Once again, this is our first time launching an Upfronts Newfronts guide with so much data and insights and recommendation. So Avery, thank you. And for the viewers at home, I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and be sure to download the guide by clicking the link below. And thank you so much for viewing. Bye, y'all.